Welcome back YouTube, this is Javi here with another video. This time I'm going to be doing a review for Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 2. So, this was a really great episode. I loved it. It had so many intense and emotional scenes, especially this first scene, which the episode opened with. Scene 1, where Jaime Lannister is being judged since his return to Winterfell after what happened between him and Cersei. Now, he, as a character, has really changed throughout this show. His loyalties were a bit questionable, but we still loved him as a character. Yes, of course, in Season 1, he had flaws as a character. He paid for all that with great sacrifices and with impunity. In this scene of Episode 2, Jaime is being asked questions by Daenerys Stormborn. Daenerys, who also has changed quite a bit from last time that we've seen her. I don't know about you guys, but I personally think that she will become the next Mad King Queen. To add to the intensity of this scene, Sansa, at first sides with Daenerys. Jaime Lannister is, of course, as a changed man, he feels betrayed. He has been betrayed by his sister, one who he loved. But he is hell-bent on protecting the North. But not everyone is seeing that. The Queen isn't seeing that. Tyrion tries to defend his brother, but he had made so many mistakes that Daenerys is not trusting him as much as she used to, as him as her hand, especially after finding out that Cersei will not be joining the fight, something that he promised her that would happen. So Cersei lied to Tyrion as well. The callback for Season 1, when Brandon Stark just says it out to everyone.
The things we do for love.
That quote, where Jaime Lannister said the things we do for love, before he pushed Brandon out of the window and started the whole chain of events for Game of Thrones, and which has led to where we are now. And him being the three-eyed raven. So much intensity in this scene, so much intensity. You feel the tension there whenever somebody speaks. At least he's given a sword, at least now he's in the fight. Jon is acting all trying to avoid Daenerys after finding out that she is his aunt.
What does the Warden of the North say about it?
We need every man we can get.
That he is the heir to the Iron Throne. He's right. The army of the dead is coming. No time left to lose. So in this scene, in Scene 2, we find that Gendry is making so many dragonglass weapons. So many. He's a blacksmith, and of course Baratheon, Arya Stark, some chemistry between those two. As a matter of fact, she asks him.
What are they like?
Well, she hasn't seen the dead yet, but she's a badass. We all know she's a badass. He just says they're bad. No surprise there. Arya just shows off how well she knows what she's doing. The way that she threw those dragonglass blades in the wall next to each other. She knows that. Has many faces. I think, is she underestimating the Night King here? I don't know. She is good. We have no doubt about that, but we'll see in the next episode, I guess. We'll see because we've seen in the trailers where she was running away in the halls. She was running in the hallways. Running in the crypts. Hallways. Okay. You know what I mean. They're next to each other. Jaime is all... I'm so sorry, I pushed you out the window. Okay, he's so sorry. He is sorry. We all know that. He's changed. But Brandon just fires back.
You weren't sorry then.
Still pushed me out the window. Yes, of course. But then he says, if it weren't for him pushing him out the window, he wouldn't be the three-eyed raven.
I'm not that person anymore.
You still would be. If you hadn't pushed me out of that window. And I would still be Brandon Stark.
There you go. And I think he needs him in this fight. There's something about Jaime Lannister here. I think he needs him. That's why he doesn't tell everyone that he pushed him out the window. He didn't say it. He didn't. Jaime's reunion with his brother, Tyrion Lannister. Tyrion is contemplating about how he will die in this battle, and whether he will become a White Walker and go and kill Cersei Lannister, his sister. Well, at least we know that she didn't lie about the baby, but we don't know. We don't know. She was drinking wine with the baby. I don't know. Jaime's reunion with yeah, it was a bit tense. She wasn't really expecting him. She wasn't really waiting for him to come back to Winterfell, especially after him being with the Lannister army. He's honored to serve by the left flank where they will fight in the battle, and that's something I want to see. But all those emotional moments, they all point to something, which means that some of them will die. Some of them will definitely die in the next episode. I just don't want the. I don't know. I don't want. I'm afraid of the third episode. I'm afraid of it, but I still want to watch it. I still want to watch it. I mean, who isn't, right? Who isn't? You aren't, right? You're not afraid? Oh, okay. Jorah then defends Jaime. Defends Jaime because... And Tyrion. He defends Tyrion and Jaime. Because he did make mistakes before, and she forgave him afterwards. Of course, after penance. He paid for what he had done. She was merciful, she forgave him. Jorah is suggesting here that Daenerys forgives Tyrion and Jaime and move on, because they need them when she gets the Iron Throne. They need them both. They need Tyrion Lannister for his brains, for his intellectual power, and Jaime in her army. Because if you lose men, if you lose them, you're just adding more people to the army of the dead, right? So after that scene, we'll find the meeting, the first, was the second meeting, or third. Oh yeah, okay. The face-to-face.
What we do here is go
And they talk
back,
alone.
back.
Daenerys talking to Sansa. That scene was intense. Tell me about it, guys. It was so intense. First, it was as if they were making up. At first, saying who manipulated whom. But then, oh snap!
We destroy Cersei. What happens then?
I take the Iron Throne.
What about the North? It was taken from us. We took it back, and we said we'd never bow to anyone else again. What about the North?
Ha! That's perfect for my cringe count.
Then she just takes her hand away, which means Dany's character arc is pointing towards the Mad Queen, because she's obsessed about getting the Iron Throne. She is obsessed. We've seen it in this episode. She's obsessed with the Iron Throne. And who was the only one obsessed with the Iron Throne before? The Mad King. She's showing some of his qualities here. But then, guess who enters? Of course, you all know who enters the room. Theon Greyjoy. The Theon Greyjoy. Come back to Winterfell to fight alongside Jon Snow, to fight alongside the Starks.
I want to fight for Winterfell, Lady Sansa. If you'll have me.
to redeem himself after everything he's done. It's so emotional. That moment was so emotional. Of course, this episode is all about emotions. Tugging at heartstrings before the battle. Because I have a theory. I think Theon will die in the battle. I hope it's not a spoiler, but Theon will die in the battle because his character arc is complete, has come to an end, which means somebody has to die. He has to die. Theory, emotional reunion with Sansa and Theon. Yes, when he says that he'll fight with the Starks, he'll fight with them. Little girl who looks like Shireen. Amazingly, she looks like Shireen, the one who got burnt at the stake by her parents. I have a feeling that Sir Davos will die in the battle. Sir Davos will die. And that's the last face we'll see. And yeah, she will die in the crypts. I just hope that nobody dies in the crypts. Of course, people will die in the crypts. Tormund. You know what I mean. So apparently they've just come from Last Hearth, where the Umbers are actually slaughtered. They're part of the army of the dead now, so yeah, the dead have an army now, a bigger army now, because they're slaughtering everyone, killing everyone who isn't at Winterfell. Then we see all the leaders, Jon Snow, Sansa, Tormund, Jorah, Samuel, Davos, Arya, Theon. They're all, and Brienne and Jaime. They're all around the board where the armies are. There's so many tents. Oh my god, so many tents. And Tyrion just sits down next to Bran Stark, and just has a chat with him. And he tells him we have time to talk, right? We have time before we die. I just need to know what happens, what he's been through, and how he has become the three-eyed raven. Oh, that must have been an interesting chat. I wish we'd seen that. And see Tyrion's reaction. I think he won't believe most of it, but everybody knows. I mean, the Night King knows where Brandon is, and that his motive is to erase the world's memory. Now everybody knows what the Night King wants. Now we all know what he wants. He just wants to kill Brandon. He wants to kill him. So they're all saying that the crypts are safe, that people are going to stay in the crypts. Are they safe though? Are they safe? I mean, they're going to be hiding next to the freaking dead. They're dead in the crypts. There are dead people in the crypts. So, don't you think the Night King would just raise all the dead from the crypts and just kill them all from the inside? The Night King will just kill off so many people from the inside. They're facing them in the front, while at the back, people are dying and being slaughtered. And that's where we see Arya Stark just running in the crypts, out of breath. I think she just figured out that they're fucked. They're about to die. They're all about to die. And that is just a theory. I don't know if that happens. If that happens, it will be cool. But everybody basically it is their last night, so everybody's just talking, talking. And then the Tyrion, Jaime, Brienne, Sir Davos, Tormund, Podrick, they all sit down in a circle in front of the fire to talk, to stay warm before they die. Now, this is the funniest scene, where Tormund is flirting. I mean, he's full-on flirting with Brienne. We've all waited to see that. We've all wanted to see Tormund flirt with Brienne. It was an awkward but funny moment to see. It was quite awkward but fun. But then we find out that Brienne wants to become a knight. But she says that women cannot become knights. But Tormund just speaks up and says, and yes, in this episode, all emotions and tears pouring from our eyes, pulling at our heartstrings. They're pulling at our heartstrings this episode. This scene where Brienne is knighted by Jaime Lannister. We all see Jaime's character arc coming to a close. I mean, I was so happy to see that. And then you could see her smile, and we all smiled together. All her life, she wanted to become a knight. all her life. And Jamie made it possible. Guys, I think that they both die in the next episode. Because their character arcs have come to a close. Brienne got what she wanted, she became a knight. Jamie has full on showed everyone that he's good, he has a good soul now. He's changed so much, he isn't the golden lion that we all seen in season 1. No, he has changed. We've all seen that. He will die honorably. He'll die fighting, I guess. I think he'll die fighting. Then the heat scene, the scene of the heat, where Arya Stark and Gendry, they make out. Quickie, yes, of course, it's their last night. And Arya has never had the opportunity to experience what other women and girls experience, so she just wanted to find out how it's like. Yeah, because we all know that she was, she's an uptight assassin, she's a badass assassin. To be honest, I'm a bit concerned. Well, Arya is a bit young, isn't she? There's a high probability, right, that they will die, that everybody will die. We've seen the teasers, we've seen the trailers, we've seen their imminent death. We've seen Arya running with wounds, she's running in the crypts, fearing for her life. Damn guys, damn. Yes, that episode was damn hot. The heat, you could feel it. I could feel it from the freaking screen, radiating. You see Samuel handing the sword Heartsbane to Jorah Mormont. And he tells him how his father had died honorably. And then Jorah says that he will protect the realms of men, and he'll do as well as he could to defend them all with the sword. I'm afraid that Jorah will die as well. At this point, I think everyone will die in this episode except Brendan. Maybe Daenerys won't die, and Jon. Let's see. We'll see. Then the song. Podrick sings the song while it's like that scene from the Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers before the Battle of Helm's Deep. There's music and then everyone's preparing for the big battle to come. And this is the exact same thing, but with a difference with Podrick singing. Then that scene before the dead arrive. That scene before the dead arrive. Daenerys finds Jon in front of his mother's statue, Lyanna Stark. She asks him who she is, and he tells her she's Lyanna Stark. Yeah, she puts her arms around him, but we all know that Lyanna Stark is Jon's mother.
My name.
Then he reveals it all to her.
My real name is Aegon Targaryen.
He reveals to Daenerys that he is Aegon Targaryen and she is in disbelief. And you know which word comes out of her mouth? The first word that comes out of her mouth.
That's impossible.
I wish it were.
But the Iron Throne. She's so obsessed with the Iron Throne, it's confirmed.
It would make you the last male heir of House Targaryen.
So we'll see Daenerys change, her character arc changing and pointing towards the Mad Queen, her becoming the Mad Queen. Do you think that she will actually let Jon die in the next episode? Now that she knows that he is the heir to the Iron Throne, she will have a choice. Let him die, or let him live. It depends really. We just have to wait and see the third episode. After that scene... We hear the three Blurs, the Army of the Dead, White Walkers, have arrived at last. We see the generals facing the walls of Winterfell. We see the Night's King's generals, the White Walkers, with the spears facing Winterfell. Death has arrived. Who will survive? Who will die? Leave your answers down in the comments below. Tell me, who do you think will die in the next episode? What do you think would happen in the next episode? Do you think the Night King would ride on his dragon and land somewhere where the battle is not commencing, like near the Godswood, and raise the dead from the crypts? What do you think, guys? Tell me in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos such as this. Also, I would like to give a shout out and a special thank you to those who won the giveaways for the Avengers Endgame tickets that I've been giving out. Christian Agius, Matthew Cachia, Justine Juju, il-Guljaniza, Enrico Zerafa, and Andreas Willie. I hope you enjoyed this movie. Remember, no spoilers. Thanos demands your silence. So, as always, thank you for watching. Adios. Woo!